Hi, Aries. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a past, present, and future reading. It's a general reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Aries. So let's see what Spirit has. I am going to timestamp the different sections of this so that you can go in and, watch whichever ones you want, or watch all three, of course. But they will be timestamped for you. Okay, so we're going to start with the past. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back, anybody that has recently joined us and is back. Let's see what we have. Spirit, please share with me for my Aries. The past, what is it that we learned? What is it that we need to remember? Maybe there's something we need to revisit. I have impatience. It takes time to build an empire. Your desire for instant results can hinder your ability to make a good decision. Did you struggle with patience? Okay, is that something that you've learned? Getting through school, achieving a job, not making as much money as you wanted to make as the time went on. So, is that something that have you figured that out? You have more patience now than you did in the past? Okay. Maybe you need to ask yourself that. I have freedom of location. A truly prosperous life is one with freedom to travel and freedom to live in the locations that you desire. Okay, maybe you had dreams of traveling in the past. You had dreams of living in a certain area of the country, living in a different country. Have you done that? Have you achieved that? So maybe that was something that you really looked forward to. I wanted to have that, sense of I could go wherever I wanted. A freedom of time. The freedom to do whatever you want with your time is one of the ultimate benchmarks of an abundant life. You are a master of your schedule. Now, that could be something that you struggled with in the past. I don't want to work for somebody else. I want to set my own schedule. I want to have my own business. I don't want somebody to tell me what to do. So maybe in the past you have decided that I want financial freedom, they're saying. So those are probably goals that you set for yourself in the past, that I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to take my work with me. I want to be able to do the kind of work that I want. So some of you may have gone out on your own. You may have created something on your own, or working for someone or a company that allows you that kind of independence and flexibility to have, more freedom in your schedule. That would make the most sense. So if that's something that you had always wanted, did you achieve that? Are you working on that still? I have fortune. When fortune appears in your life, limitations disappear. It is a setback. I'm going to say a little bit more along the lines of, I want to achieve, like success was important to you, whether it was financial success or a sense of accomplishment in an education, or going up the ladder in some ways. But it is a sense of, I just wanted to see if I could achieve, and a little bit of, I wanted to see if I could achieve some of the goals that I set out for myself. So let's see what they have. Spirit, please share with me the success. I have a 9 of Cups. I have a Wheel of Fortune. Good. I have a Hierophant. And I have a Fool. I feel like you feel lucky. I feel like you were given a good start in life, whether you have a great family, great upbringing, great foundation. I feel like you always feel grateful for that. I feel like if somebody asks you, what makes you great? Like, I had a great childhood. I had everything I needed. I had a great start. I had the freedom to go to school or to be whatever I wanted to be. They supported me. So I do feel like that's really important to you, or I'm going to say that that's made you who you are today. Like, kudos to your mom and dad, kudos to that family support who raised you, because it did give you some kind of, just a good start. just a good start in life for many of you. So I think that you just always held your head up, like I can do and be whatever I wanted to be. So I'm hoping that you've achieved that. I'm hoping that when we get to the present, you're where you wanted to be. I have a star. Yeah, I don't feel like people were holding you back. I really feel like you had the freedom to be who you wanted to be. You can be as big as you want, this King of Pentacles, the star, it's up to you. So you've got some kind of big cheerleader behind you, probably a parent that really was cheering you on and encouraging you to, be the best that you can be in whatever you set your mind to. So I just feel like it was instilled in you. So I'm hoping that you took that with you and you have that. I have a 10 of Wands, okay? And I have a King of Wands. Now, that came into me as struggling with a particular person for some reason. That there's one person in particular. It could be a twin flame connection. It could be like an on again, off again connection that's been in your life. But it's been difficult. It's been a long journey with this person. It has been, I don't want to use the word burden, but there's something that connects you. You could have a child together. You could have had a child at an early age together. But this particular person, I feel that is always going to be attached to you in some way. There's always going to be this kind of I will love you forever, no matter what energy with this particular person. Now, whether they're in your life today or not, I'm not feeling they are, but I feel like they're very important to you still. So whoever that is, it wasn't an easy road with that particular person, but it made you learn and it made you who you are. So I'm we don't have any regrets here. We don't have any regrets ever. Okay. Let's see what they're saying. What else do we need to know about our past, Spirit? I have unrevealed secrets. It came into me as I'm going to take it to my grave. So I have no idea what you're taking to your grave. Everybody has a little something. It doesn't mean it's something bad. Okay. But everybody has a little something that you don't have to share with everybody. That, you know what? Everybody doesn't have to know all of my business. So there's some things about you that not everybody knows, even your closest person, your partner, your spouse, your lover. And it came into me as you're going to take it to your grave. And that's how you feel about it. Nobody needs to know. Whatever happened, happened. It's in the past. I have a no ordinary love. I'm going to put that with this King of Wands, that and it's black and white, which is interesting because it feels like there was no gray area. It either was on again, off again, or hot and cold, or there was no gray area. Like we just couldn't find how to make it work somehow. It was either on and really good, or it was off and really bad. So I'm guessing a twin flame in your past. I have struggling to overcome some self-imposed limiting beliefs. Now, you had a cheerleader believing in you, and you had this energy of you can be and do whatever you want to succeed. Now, maybe when you sought out to do some of those things, you had some setbacks, challenges, obstacles, and maybe you realized it was harder than you thought. You can't just achieve like poof, it's a lot of effort to achieve some things. And maybe it was a setback, and maybe it was more of a, I've got to learn how to work harder. I've got to learn how to work smarter. I've got to learn how to focus, my energy. So maybe you had to go through some of those, I'm going to say growing pains, maybe through your teenage years, college years, something like that. That's okay. I have planning for the future. Travel is good for your soul. Travel is in your soul, is what Spirit just said, that you are destined to travel. You've always felt like this wanderlust energy just came into me, that there's so many places I want to see. I want somebody to do it with. not afraid to travel. Some people are afraid to travel. They don't like airplanes, or the thought of traveling to a foreign country with a different language is very intimidating to people. But I feel this very wanderlust energy around you today. And I feel like you're meant to travel, whether it's just I'm on a journey for my soul in this lifetime, or you're physically going to travel. So that is what's going on right now with my past. So let's see what we're doing in the present. Let's move into the present for a moment and see where some of these things have taken you. Spirit, please share with me. I have you right on track. You are going in the right direction, so keep moving forward. So sometimes we need a confirmation that we're on the right path. You'll say it to yourself. I just want to know that I'm on the right path, or that I'm making good decisions for myself, things like that. So I feel like it's more of a confirmation, a spirit letting you know that, yeah, you're making some good choices. Just keep going, steady progress. I have honest echoes. Listen to the whispers of your heart, for you know the whole truth. I have a feeling whoever this past person is, they still make your heart beat. They still hold a flame in your heart, whether you're with them or not with them. I still feel like there's moments in time where you can still feel them or sense them, wondering what they're doing. You still love them from afar, Spirit just said. So a little bit of a, I'm not with them, but I still love them tremendously. I have new heights. Let your connection with Spirit ground you as you reach for the sky. You're growing. You're putting down roots. That feels more like you're growing, definitely spiritually. You have changed, they just said. That what you used to worry about or think about, maybe the material world, making money, success, isn't as important to you in the present. Right now, it's more about how you feel, mind, body, and soul. You're learning about yourself, and they said studying, and I said, what do you mean by studying? And they're saying that you're a student now. Excuse me, you could be a student of spirituality and your spiritual growth, or you could literally be a student right now. Some of you might be going to school. You might be going back to school. You might be learning something, very specific. But it was more of you're a student of your growth, your own spiritual growth. So that's nice. Cutting edge, slice through obstacles, clearing the way. I'm going to say overcoming things that used to paralyze you is the word they shared in the past, that would stop you cold, that I can't do that, that's too hard. I feel like you are able to solve those problems now, okay, that you figure things out. You rely on other people, they're saying. You ask for guidance. You're not afraid to ask for help, but you figure it out and you overcome any obstacles that are put your way. Spirit, please share with me any initials that are important right now in my present. I have a J for justice, taking a stand, legal matters, contracts, divorce. Maybe we went through a divorce, or we have been in a divorce in the present of some kind. So J, the letter J. I have a W, wisdom. I'm more experienced, definitely. I'm wiser. I can troubleshoot things a lot easier in the present. They're just saying you're just much smarter. You're much smarter today. What you don't know, you figure out. This is interesting. If you don't know it, you admit that you don't know it. You admit that I don't know that. Maybe somebody else knows that, but that's not my expertise. So you don't just kind of say like, I know everything. You know what you know, and you know what you're good at. I have uniqueness. I like that for you right now because you have learned a lot. They're saying you're finding yourself. Right now, you're finding your strengths, you're finding your weaknesses. You're seeing what makes you stand out in the crowd. You're seeing what is important to you, what's not important to you, who you are allowing into your energy, who you're not. You are not allowing anybody to interfere with, I'm going to say, your good vibe is how it just came in. That I'm just going to say, like, you're not allowing negative energy into your life. That's the easiest way for me to say it. But it was kind of funny the way they were showing me. It was this, like, the good vibe. Like, I've got a good vibe as an Aries. Like, you're not coming near my good vibe. Like, your vibe does not match my vibe. So it was kind of funny the way they were showing me that. That's cute. I have the letter H, hope. I don't give up, and I expect miracles. I believe in miracles. So you have a really good attitude right now in the present. And I think you're gaining knowledge, you're gaining strength spiritually. So I'm going to say they're saying learning again. Yeah, there's a learning, some kind of learning curve. I'm studying, I'm learning, I'm growing. So you must be putting some energy into that area of your life right now. That could become like, this is who I am, this is where I'm at. And I feel like it's not a race either. I feel like it's something that, like for me, studying tarot, I've been studying tarot for years, but it's an infinite study. It's like studying the Bible. You study the Bible your whole life and still don't feel like you know everything, right? So I feel like there's so much to learn that I'm a constant learner. So that's, I think Spirit's asking you to do that work. Something that you want to learn and explore. Spirit, please share with me. I have a key. You're going to get some answers. Your unique ways stand out. There's also a sense of connecting to, they're saying, to your worth, okay? That you know what you're worth, whether it's I'm worth a certain dollar amount, you know, working for somebody, like I wouldn't settle for less than X a year to make. You know your worth as far as being in a relationship with somebody that, you know, I value myself, so I'm not going to date somebody that's down here and I'm up here. So you have identified, I guess, what's most important to you and kind of where you are. You know, we're always trying to achieve things, but you know, you're at least here. You know that, you know, I'm up here and I want anybody who's in my vicinity to be up here with me. So that feels good. I have rewards. You're cashing in on all the hard work that you've done. So some of that success that we had to overcome, some obstacles, we had to learn how to succeed. We had to learn how to believe in ourselves. We're now starting to cash in. Okay. So you're going to start seeing some rewards. It's very much a feeling of progress, not perfection, but that progress is starting to pay off. So you're still, you know, you're still kind of learning and growing and getting better as you go. But it's turning into abundance. It's equaling money. I have your, I love compasses because I always, it's a physical object, but it's an inner compass I go to, that you are following your inner compass at this point. Nobody can tell you what direction to go. If somebody says, no, you need to go over there, and your inner compass is saying, no, I'm not going that way. There's something over there I don't want. You're not going to follow. You're not a follower. You're a leader, is how I feel right now. So that inner compass is something that you've learned to listen to, whether it's your intuition, your gut, your inner voice, of course. But let that guide you. Absolutely. Beautiful. And I have a give and take. I like that. It's more of a feeling of I'm more open. I'm more open to give more. Maybe when you were younger, you were afraid to give. It's like an infinite love feeling. You can have 10 kids and love them all equally, right? You can have 2 kids and love them the same as the 10 kids. So there's an incredible sense of there's infinite love in you. And as long as you are receiving it back, I want to give. I'm not afraid. So as far as romance and relationships go, I feel like you have a big heart, and maybe somebody sees that in you. So that would be good. Let's see, Spirit, what do we have? I have a 7 of Cups. I have a Page of Cups. You have some kind of this feels romantic to me, with some choices coming your way, some romantic lovers, they're calling them. So you have some different people that are coming into your life in the present or the immediate present, immediate past, something like that, that you have feelings for, crush. Let's see where it goes. Something along those lines. And then one of these is going to move forward. One of these I'm going to start to see that future with. And it's almost like they're going to make their next move. They're going to want to move this forward. And I have a Queen of Pentacles. So there's a sense of more security coming into your life as well. Not that another person makes you secure, because you do have that success, but it is a sense of, I have it all. Okay. I have a good relationship that's moving forward. I have a good job. I'm doing okay. Bottom of the deck, I have a 3 of Cups. Yeah, I'm going to say I'm happy. I'm going to say, for the most part, Aries, in your present, you're pretty happy. You're pretty happy, at least happy with, so far, right? At least happy so far. Let's see what they have for you in the future. Let's see what they want you to know. Let's see what the future has for you. All right. Spirit, please share with me. I need to know. I need to know. What do you want us to know? They got some choices for you happening right now that definitely will affect your future. I have an ending. You may leave a position. Okay. Something may be taken away from you in the future. I don't want you to look at it as a bad thing. I always think that sometimes Spirit takes something out of our life, whether it's a job or a relationship, in order to pick us up and get us back on that right path. So there could be a sudden change in something that is in your life today. I have outside forces. Outside figures are driving the situation. I feel like it has nothing to do with you. It was out of your control, whatever this is. The company closed, the funding ended, my position was taken away. Something that's completely out of your control. And again, it's one of those feelings of, maybe we'll look back at it because you'll land somewhere else and you'll be in a better place, a better job, more money, better friends, anything. And you'll say, you know what, I'm actually glad that happened, because I like where I am better, so everything happens for a reason. But it's a feeling of something out of your control. So I wouldn't worry about it. It's just some kind of shift in your energy heading into the future. I have a prickly situation. It's going to be a little hairy. I'm going to say it that way. It's the feeling of, I was laid off for no good reason, and now I have to collect unemployment. It's that kind of thing. Like, I can't believe this is happening to me. But there's going to be a bigger reason. There's going to be a better reason. So let's see if they'll share that with us. I have a power position. Look at that. You're being promoted. I have a feeling that you're going to end up, whether it's you work for somebody, there's a sense of a change. Let's just say it that way. And Spirit moves you over here. And the over here position, career-wise, for those of you that are working, is a better position. There's probably more money. Your income probably went up because you got a new job. You asked for more money. It could have more flexibility. It could allow you to do some of the things that you had planned in your past. I want to travel. I want more financial independence. So don't look at it as everything happens, negatively. I like to think everything happens for good, for a good reason, because I think it always just keeps getting better. I really do. I have visions of love. I'm dreaming deep thoughts of you. So that's coming into me as I'm in love in the future. If you're not in love right now, those choices that you're making are somebody that I'm going to be in love with. And I daydream about you. I think about you. I can't get you out of my mind energy. I have make believe. It feels like a fantasy. It feels like a fairy tale. Maybe it's the best love you've ever had. Maybe it's the most intimate or the sweetest love you've ever had, or the kindest love that you've ever had, or a person that's ever been in your life. I have unapproachable, backed up, pushing people away. So you made a choice. There's definitely a sense of, I made a choice early on that I was high value, and I'm only, that feeling of I'm not accepting that negative vibe. So there was probably somebody in your life a little while ago or now that isn't really worthy of you, and you're going to push them away. You're going to say, no, I know there's going to be something better for me. I know that in the long run, I'm going to have the fairy tale that I deserve, or I'm going to have the dream come true person in my life. I have a hidden passion, walking through, discovering new doors opening, fate, new path, and destiny. Ooh, I love that. So some kind of new door opening. I do feel like it's connected to this person. It could be a dream home. It could be we moved together to where I always wanted to live, or an area that I always wanted to buy a house in. But that's how it feels. It just feels like this is something I've always wanted, and I can't believe I'm living it. Like, I waited my whole life for this. Beautiful. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you need me to know? What is it that you want me to hear? I have an Ace of Cups. You have true love in the future. No doubt in my mind. 100%. I have a Wheel of Fortune. There's my fate and destiny. Thank you, Spirit. I have a 10 of Wands. You're going to look back at your past and say, it wasn't necessarily easy to get here, but I do have everything that I wished for. You might not have it today, but it is a sense of everything that you're asking for today, you will have in the future. So there will be a day that you look back and say, it wasn't easy to get here, but somehow I got here. Somehow I have it. So I want you to just keep thinking ahead. Keep thinking about, the power of manifestation and the power of your dreams and your visions, because it looks like they're going to work out. And I'm a Queen of Wands. So that's the power. I'm powerful. Beautiful. You have strength, Spirit just said, beyond belief. There's something, I have a Knight of Cups, there's my romance, but they're saying something along the sense of you have more strength than, I would say, the average person, okay? Like somebody else would fall apart in the situation. They couldn't be able to handle it. They wouldn't get through it. But you somehow not only handle it, but I feel like you handle everybody else around you. So you have more strength than the average person getting through some kind of, it could be a family tragedy. It could be a family death. It could be something along those lines, that an unexpected, but you are the one, you're the rock. You're the rock. You somehow have, and maybe you even say to yourself, I don't know where this strength came from. Like, this isn't normally me, but are you really good in an emergency situation? Like, you're really good in that emergency and then you fall apart afterwards. It's that kind of a feeling, but I feel like everybody takes notice and everybody says, I couldn't have done it without you. There's something like that going on in your future. I couldn't have gone through this without you. So you're going to be some strength to some immediate family around you, is how I feel. Spirit, please share with me anything about time. What is going on with time? I have November, the number 25 being important. Could be birth dates. I have October, the fall. I love the fall. Favorite seasons. Tomorrow looks promising, the number 33. And I have by the end of the month. That feels like good news ahead. I'm just going to say it that way. I just felt this incredible sense of an announcement or good news, or somebody says something good, something happens good. But I'm just going to say it that way. You had a beautiful reading. I hope you enjoyed your past, present, and future messages from Spirit today. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. Thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, if you just found me or were guided here, I'm grateful. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe button, everybody. And comment below, claim it, own it, it's yours. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website and check that out. I do have a small reading. I've been letting people know because a lot of people have been asking, do you have anything smaller? I do have a mini reading. It's a 1-question reading on my website. It's about a 10-minute recorded card reading. So I will record the question and the cards just for you, and I will email you the recording, and that is a $45 reading. So you can check that out on my website, kathymamolenspsychicmedium.com, if you are interested. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed your reading today, and we'll see you all again real soon.